you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are enjoying your day. So, child, we gotta talk about Shaunie O'Neal, Shaunie Henderson, the first lady of Pastor Keon Henderson's churches, honey. So, there was a no jumper interview with a guy named Luce Cannon, him and his wife. And so Luce Cannon and his wife had a lot to say about a couple of people on the no jumper interview. And one of the people that they were talking about is your girl Shaunie O'Neal. Right? And I was like, oh my goodness. And this just came out the blue. I think it even shocked Whack 100. So Luce Cannon tells the world that pretty much Shaunie allegedly used to be his sugar mom, right? He says she allegedly gave him 50K to have relations with her 2 weeks before she got married to the pastor, right? He said, quote, she was like, I need some good D in my life before I walk down the aisle. And I said to myself, self, what would make Shaunie feel that she had to allegedly pay a younger man 50K 2 weeks before she goes down the aisle? And then I got to thinking to myself, self, there could be a couple of reasons why. So let's talk about the couple of reasons why. Now, the first reason is that you guys might not know, but Shaunie has a history of dating young men. She likes the young fellas, right? So there's been rumored forever that while Shaunie and Shaq were still married to one another, both of them cheated. But in the case of Shaunie O'Neal, there was something came out in 2022 that one of Shaunie's ex entanglements, and there were three of them at the time, but one of them tried to extort $400 million from Shaq to keep the entanglement quiet, right? And so it went public that the press took it on, and I'm assuming they did not pay the extortion money, and that's why they made it public themselves, because it's always better to spill your own tea, right? And so, honey, not only that, so that was but then after that, now this is after, it's during the divorce, but it came out after, right? So, but shortly after the divorce, like I said, honey, Shaunie is a cougar child. So shortly after Shaq and Shaunie divorced, she was seen getting her groove together. I must have took that movie to heart, child, because she was vacationing with a 23-year-old model when she was 35 years old. Okay, it says the 35-year-old mother, uh, the 35-year-old mother of five, child, stepped out in Miami or Maui. I can't hardly reading this smile, y'all, but y'all can read it. But anyway, he's 23 years old, right? He was 23 years old at the time. I think his name looked like it's Marlon Yates or something like that. But anyway, that was her. That was her boo. Um, either and I'm thinking maybe they was hooking up even before the divorce was final, but definitely after the divorce was final, her 35-year-old self was cavorting around with her 23-year-old entanglement or whatever. So yeah. So anyway, like I said, I want to tell you guys that because Shaunie has a history of dating younger men. So when LuceCannon says that not only did they used to entangle one another, she bought him several expensive items, and and he was and then Rap 100 asked him if he went to like her home, and he was like, yeah, I went everywhere. And so evidently it was a thing for a little quick minute, evidently up until 2 weeks after after she got married to Pastor Keon Henderson, right? So that's the number one thing that leads me to believe that this what he's alleging uh possibly is true, right? And but they talked a lot, like I said, about a couple of people on this interview. Not only did Luce Cannon talk a lot, but his wife Sharice talked a lot as well, right? So evidently, Sharice has been around the industry, around the industry hood or whatever for a while. She kept name dropping people like Ray J, but it seemed like she had a little quick vendetta, or she felt some kind of way about about none other than Lemuel, the one of the co-owners of the Zeus Network, right? She had a lot to say about Lemmy, honey. And not only Lemmy, but a couple of people, right? So, honey, let me find that slide for you, child. Let me find that slide for you. And so, anyway, she says that at one point in time, she had, she wanted to be on the Zeus network, and she was, and I think she said she had got signed. But anyway, this is the tea that she spilled about Lemmy. She said Therese says that she once fooled around with Lemmy, the owner of Zeus, in order to get an opportunity on the network, but it didn't work out. Eventually didn't work out because she wouldn't let him control her. Now we have heard a couple of women come out against Lemmy and the way that he treats them and the way that he has slept with all of the almost all of the baddies. We heard Krishan Rock saying that she wasn't gonna come back to Zeus because she wasn't getting paid, her worth or whatever. And also, Cherie said, she said that she took vacations with him and even met his wife as well as his parents. So evidently they was fooling around for a little quick minute. So, but he wanted to control her, honey, and she wasn't going. She wasn't feeling it at all, right? And so she also, they were just doing talking about their relationship and all of this and all of that. And just on a side note, I don't know if she been in. I mean, I don't. I guess you get accustomed to people speaking to you this way, but in my opinion, Whack 100 and everybody was disrespectful to her, including her now husband, which is Luce Cannon, right? So they were discussing their relationship and how they maneuver their relationship and all of this and all that. Well, honey, come to find out, I don't know if y'all knew, but I didn't know. Eventually, the conversation got around to one of Luce Cannon's ex, which is none other than Black China. Okay, now, the thing they say, so Lou says that I'm gonna say allegedly, Lou says that after he broke up with Black China, she broke into his house and trashed the place and stole some of his and Sharice's property. Stole some of the items, right? And Sharice said her things were threw all around the place. He said his things was threw all around the place, and they both noticed items that was missing, you know. But the the very interesting thing for me is that Sharice went on to say that Sharice said, in her opinion, I'm gonna have to say her opinion, and I'm gonna say allegedly for me. Sharice says that the day after Black China broke into their house, child, she got baptized, and she says that China's now transformation is fake. Okay, and I have to say allegedly, right? But Sharice think that Black China haven't changed. She got baptized, and she supposed to have given her life to the Lord. She's supposed to be living right now, right? And so, but Sharice's opinion, the whole thing is fake, right? So anyway, I had to tell y'all that on a side note. So back to Shaunie and her cheating. I presented the evidence that I really kind of don't think that I'm not gonna be surprised if what Luce Cannon said is allegedly true or not. Now, being with who she's married to, which is Pastor Keon Henderson, it would explain maybe why she felt like she had to get her some good D, because it's rumored that allegedly Pastor Keon Henderson, he likes the boys or whatnot, right? He was embroiled in a scandal, a couple of years ago concerning him and the boys. And also, I'm not surprised. Look, TD Jakes married him, and so, I mean, we know that all this going on with TD Jakes right now. He said he used to, TD Jakes, was a mentor to him for several years. And we know all the claims that TD Jakes, he when he mentors, the boys, he really likes to mentor the boys, allegedly, right? So Keon and him in this interview, I did a previous video with this Keon Henderson and TD Jakes talking on the interview. This interview is still on the internet. when Keion was, saying how much he appreciated TD Jakes mentoring him, and he told the story about his father. And it seems to me like TD Jakes like to mentor, and I'm doing air quotes, like to mentor the young men that are having issues with their fathers. So Keion never had a real relationship with his father. And Keion also mentioned, TD Jakes taking him shopping and taking him back to his house and all this and all that. And I was like, wow, he's a really good mentor, right? And so anyway, evidently they're still on really good terms and whatnot, right? And so when you go, if you think about, Shaunie getting married to him, and I'm thinking, okay, is Shaunie really the beard? Could she possibly allegedly be Keon's beard? And she's possibly cool with that, because that means he gets to do what he do, she gets to do what she do, she get to play the first lady of the church while she an undercover cougar, honey, and and everybody is good, right? So she got that ring on her finger, and she's this really positive, motivational person now. Since Basketball Wives, and I'm thinking, is she setting Keon up for another reality show? Like, I don't know what's going on with Shaunie, but anyway, child, that's all I got. I really want to talk about this story because I'm like, hold up, Shaunie and Keion. I think they got a little something extra going on the side, and I think LuceCannon just pushed it to the forefront. Because, honey, we are wanting to know what's really going on, between the marriage of Keon and and Miss Shaunie O'Neal, Henderson here. And I think that is much more interesting than what went on between her and LuceCannon. Okay, because I really think that the first lady is really the first beard, allegedly, and that's just my opinion. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this tea, honey, in the comment section below. Please like, share, and subscribe the video. When you subscribe to the channel, please hit that um notification bell so that you would be notified, when I drop another video, when I drop some more tea, honey, because this tea right here was piping hot, right? Yeah. Anyway, like I said, once again, y'all comment in the comment section and let me know, you know, what y'all think about it. And below this video, there's a super thanks button if you like my channel and you like to support it, show your girl some love. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Peace.